So I just want to welcome everyone to College Talk Tuesday, number 22. And tonight we're going to be featuring the MANRRS program, which is the Minorities in Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Related Sciences. Did I get it? Yes. So anyway, we're so excited to have this group with us tonight to explain their program and go over the logistics of it. And to start it off, I'm going to introduce Ruben Lopez Carrillo. Did I say it right? Awesome. And he is going to start off the presentation, and we're just going to sit back and learn a lot about MANRRS. I'm so excited to have you.
Perfect. So yeah, hello everyone. We are the OSU MANRRS chapter here representing. Thank you for having us, and thank you for being here. So we're going to go ahead and get started and introduce our panel for today. My name is Ruben Lopez, and I serve as the OSU chapter president, as well as the Region 6 vice president. I am a fourth year this year at Oregon State University, double majoring in animal science and bioresource research. My hometown is Hermiston, Oregon, and I grew up around a lot of livestock and maintaining animals. So the direction I'm heading is for veterinary medicine. And yeah, so it's a little bit about myself. I'll go ahead and pass it on to Giovanni.
Hi, my name is Giovanni Soto. I'm currently a second year here at Oregon State University. I serve as a community representative inside the MANNRRS chapter. My major is crop and soil science with an option in agronomy. I look forward into helping out farmers to maximize their productions in the fields. And yeah, I'll pass it on to Diana.
Hello everyone, I'm Diana Solano Lopez. I'm a second year student here at OSU. I am from Cornelius, Oregon. I'm currently undecided, but do plan to major in business, specifically in marketing. And I'm the publicity manager for MANNRRS. I'm happy to be here today.
Hey everybody, my name's Johanna Hamilton. I'm a fourth year PhD candidate at Oregon State in the School of Public Policy. I am the co-advisor / GTA for MANNRRS. And if you don't know what a GTA is, it's just basically a graduate teaching assistant. So I basically just help kind of run and coordinate the organization. I've been in MANNRRS since I was an undergrad. So it's really near and dear to my heart, and I really love MANNRRS. So I'm happy to be here to talk to you all about it.
Great. We'll transition on to our next slide. So what is MANNRRS? As Jennifer was saying, MANNRRS stands for Minorities in Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Related Sciences. And so here at OSU, we provide frameworks for academic, professional, and social development of underrepresented students in fields of agriculture, natural resources, and related sciences through leadership, community service, and professional development activities. And you'll see what I mean by all of that as we go through the slides. We'll introduce some of the things we've gone through in the past. And yeah, so let's see. So first off, how do you get involved with MANNRRS? So first off, you have to be a student in OSU if you want to be in the MANNRRS chapter in Oregon, the state of Oregon. So we are the only university chapter in Oregon. We do have an additional junior MANNRRS for high school students located, I believe, in the area of Portland or so. And but yeah, so that's the main thing if you want to get involved. And then once you're in Oregon State, you want to be able to go to the meetings. So every major is welcome. We are housed in the College of Agricultural Sciences, but that does not mean that you must be a major in the College of Ag. We have members from all departments, College of Science, College of Business, anything. So don't think that it's just for the College of Ag. Yeah, and then like I said, attend the meetings, be an active member. We have bi-weekly meetings, most likely every term. And then we also want you to participate in events that we will help guide you with. And yeah, so those are a few of the basics to get involved here in Oregon. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you all this year's team. We do have 9 members this year. We usually have 8, but we decided to include more. We had another position available, so let's see. To get into an officer position, actually, first of all, let me introduce the officer positions. We have president, vice president, historian, webmaster, community representatives, parliamentarian, secretary, publicity manager, and treasurer. So now, how to become an officer. So to become an officer, you must be an active member. So basically, first, get involved, your freshman year, you come in, you want to attend the meetings, go to the first general body meeting and introduce yourself to the team. And from there, you'll find out when the next meeting is, what's going to be going on throughout the term. So it gets you a better idea of how things go down. Yeah, attend the chapter by volunteer for events. At the meetings that you're going to go to, they're going to be talking about the events and fundraisers and different types of donation sales, I believe, that we're going to be promoting throughout the terms, community service projects. And yeah, so make sure you like sign up for those things whenever you have time. You know, you obviously don't have to get involved with all the events, but you know, just be participating actively, and make your name known in the program. And then next, have good academic standing. You know, we support you here in MANNRS. We are your family. You know, we want to guide you. So look up to the. For me personally, when I was entering, I looked up to the older classmen, I guess you would say, and so I would. They would teach me things that they've learned through MANNRS, through school, so that you'll be supported. Yeah, and then after all these things, at the end of the year, running for a position, we hold officer elections each spring term. I believe it's around mid spring term, and that's that. So yeah. So why are you going to join MANNRS? First of all, you're going to develop yourself professionally, so it prepares you well for jobs. Personally, I didn't know, coming in as a first generation college student, I didn't know what business cashier was. I didn't know what preparing for an interview was. Like I heard of them, but I didn't know how to properly prepare. So through MANNRS, we promote a lot about professional development. So that's where I understood all these things through participating in this club. So that's one thing that you'll get out of it. Second, traveling. You go to a lot of conferences. There's actually 2 each year that I'll expand more on later on in the slides. But you get to explore and expand your network opportunities. So you make a lot of connections. So I definitely recommend joining when you're in school. So and then you meet others with similar experiences. For me, it was tough, not seeing a lot of people, a lot of minorities pursuing a degree in, my area. So through MANNRS, I got to actually meet someone from California, and they're actually doing the same thing as I am. They have the same background as me, and that inspired me at a conference that I met him at to continue doing what I'm doing, because we had a lot of similarities and we were just supporting each other. So that's an example. So, and then fourth, MANNRS is your family. We like to say that in MANNRS, Johanna, you want to go ahead and take that? What was the saying? We are MANNRS, you are MANNRS.
Your MANNRS, yeah.
Yeah. So MANNRS is a family. It's more than just an organization. I got to learn a lot about the agricultural area around different areas, state by state, and you just feel it, you need to go to a conference to truly experience what I mean by this family connections.
So opportunities within the MANNRS chapter, there's lots of opportunities. Which I think the most important one is networking. Networking could take you far. It could get you, as me, it got me able to get an internship during the summer. I was able to get an internship with Pratt Corps, which is a chemical company based here in Salem mainly, but it's also around Oregon and different states. And networking could take you far, it could take you to meet people that you never know. It could help you out in the future. Traveling, as Ruben mentioned earlier, you could travel for free to regional and national conferences where, again, you get to network with people. In those networkings, there would be big companies such as John Deere, Farm Credit, USDA, Tractor Supply Company, and many, many more. And that's where you want to take advantage of those opportunities, and because you don't get much opportunities in life. Something I was taught is when you get opportunity, take hand of it, because you never know when you will get that opportunity again. And we do also professional development. We have interview and leadership workshops. So yeah, I'm currently working on bringing John Deere over to our chapter so they could speak to us on interviews, how to stand out in interviews, how to be eye-catching to people. And they also, when when companies like that come to us, they also talk about their internships and possible jobs they are looking for. And yeah, I mean, those are great opportunities when it comes to the MANRRS chapters, which you really want to take advantage of.
Great, thank you. Yeah, and when Gio says you get to travel through these conferences for free, you work for them. You work for them by fundraising and building the chapter budget, and so all this work you put in helps you travel. So yeah, and then the opportunity I took my freshman year was going to UC Davis to a regional conference where I got to develop myself to the max, and I never regretted that conference in my life. That's the best. That's where I grew the most. I always look back at it and I'm like, this is where it started at this regional conference.
So as a first generation student and undecided student, at first I thought MANRRS was, agricultural sciences and just focused on that major. But no, they welcome everyone. It's a club where they give you opportunities to grow as a student and as a person within networking, professional development, traveling, all of that. And I remember that last year I was an intern and I worked with the University Housing and Dining Services marketing team. And I remember telling Ruben, who was actually my mentor last year, I remember telling him that I was very sad that my internship was coming to an end and I really wanted to explore marketing. And so he told me about MANRRS Club and how they were having many opportunities and positions open for the following year. And one of them being publicity manager, which is the person who focuses on social media and advertisement. And so I just gave it a try. And MANRRS has been a family to me and a great community, especially as a first generation, like I mentioned earlier. It gets very difficult feeling connected on campus, especially in white predominantly spaces. So it can get difficult, but MANRRS definitely gives you many opportunities.
Yeah, to add from that, I have actually been in contact with an ex-MANRRS member that already graduated from college, and he has helped me. I don't even know the person. Well, I even know him by face. We haven't met on face because of COVID. But that person has helped me so much. He was a big help for me to get that internship. He helped me with those interviews. And he just acts like I've known him for years when I haven't even met him in person, personally yet. But I think MANRRS is also that great opportunity. You get opportunities to network with professional people, but also to network with people such as a person I'm networking with, Ruben. He's a big inspiration with me. He has helped me a lot. So MANRRS is truly family. It's not just the people that are there, but just people around the chapter.
Thank you for adding that. And yeah, it's funny because that person that Gio's talking about was the reason I joined MANRRS in the first place my freshman year. So it's a cycle, that goes on. So it's truly a really great program. And so the next thing I want to talk about was we are a national organization. I believe I mentioned that. We have 6 regions throughout the nation. We are Region 6, so I don't know if you can see the mouse, but this is Region 6 right here. The universities that are in this region are on the right side here. You can see California State Fresno, Cal Poly, and all the other universities. Here are we, Oregon State University. And yeah, so it's a really big deal to be part of this program and participate, actively, and go to these conferences and meet new people, because even though, like, say I was in a different department, I always find ways to help others, so I'll go to conferences, I'll get things that my other friends will benefit from. So if you can't help yourself, help others, but you'll definitely get help for both areas. So we do have, like I said, conferences, and I think that's the next thing we're going to talk about. Our first conference, we have 2 conferences each year. Our first conference is called the Regional Cluster. Like I said, there's 6 regions. Each region holds their own conference. I believe last year we were supposed to go to, or last year was in Cal Poly. I forgot which one exactly, but yeah, we actually got to hold our own regional cluster 2 years ago. This is a picture from the time that we hosted it. But yeah, so our goal in the regional clusters is to encourage diversity, to promote the development of those leadership skills, and that will prepare our members for a thriving future. And we provide strategies and techniques that will prove effective for member professional development, an advancement in today's work environment. So we really set you apart. You know, you're like a step ahead. Just being in management, you're a step ahead already of everyone. It's quite something. So
Yeah. Just to add on to what Ruben said, yeah, I was going to say, Ruben, brag on yourself. Tell them you're the Region 6 undergraduate national VP. But kind of, yeah, like Ruben said, regional clusters, ours are a little different from a lot of conferences because they're actually planned by the students. So like Ruben said, he's the vice president for Region 6 for the undergraduate students. And so he helped actually coordinate our regional cluster. Usually, you know, the people who work in the higher ups or national office do it. Our organization is student ran, student led. So the students do a lot. When I was in national VP, I got a lot of opportunities to network with people. One of my best friends, she actually just got a job making over $100,000 right out of school, right at her PhD program, just from like the connection in MANRRS. So I'm like hoping a little bit of that will rub off on me when I graduate. We'll see. But yeah, regional clusters are awesome, and you really do get those connections and meet people in other states who with similar backgrounds. So you all stay connected. So it's pretty cool. Oh, and I'm going to add in that our advisor just reminded me, they have really unique workshops there. You know, like I have my own small business, and I was able to like be the moderator for an ag entrepreneurship workshop during the Region 1, 2, and 3 cluster and 4, 5, and 6 cluster. So yeah, even what you're doing outside of school, you can bring those skills and that knowledge to MANNRS as well. So
thank you, Johanna. And then after the regional cluster, here's the cluster continue before I continue. Like I said, we have a lot of opportunities available, and we have a career fair that goes on with a bunch of different companies that come down, and we get them together. You know, we plan it. For example, some of our top companies are like Land O'Lakes, Elanco, Bayer, and you get internships through these career fairs. You got to come prepared with your resume. We obviously help you build that resume. So really good opportunity for gaining internships. Go ahead, Johanna. You can.
Oh yeah, sorry. And I just wanted to add, we do have junior MANNRS chapters, which are just high school chapters like MANNRS. And we, as like the collegiate level, we basically mentor those students, but we also bring, oh yeah, everybody share a link to your LinkedIn. That's something we've done. I just saw Yuri's comment, but she asked everyone to share their personal. But yeah, that's something we're big on is LinkedIn. So everybody has a LinkedIn. But sorry, I read that message and got thrown off from what I was saying. Oh yeah, but anyway, sorry, I just wanted to say that, you know, it doesn't stop just at it doesn't start at the collegiate level, it starts at the high school level. So you know, if you want your school to get a MANNRS chapter, you know, you can talk to your principal. And like for example, we work with Rosemary Anderson High School up in Portland, and that's our junior MANNRS chapter. And we last year we went to the zoo in Portland. We got to go behind the scenes and see how they run everything. We got to learn a lot. We got to talk to people who worked with U.S. Fish and Wildlife and get a tour. So yeah. So yeah, you can get involved as early as high school, and we take them, you know, to our conferences as well, and they compete at their own level with these competitions too. So, and especially at national conference, so it's pretty awesome to see, yeah, young people getting out there and doing it.
Yeah, and junior MANNRS is really great. I think in the past we have also brought the Portland chapter to OSU, and I think we took some of the students to some of our classes so they can get to know what college is like. So, you know, it's a really good experience for them to start understanding. But yeah. And then we also have at these clusters, we have mock interviews. So if you've never been in an interview, this is your time to shine, your time to practice. There's like 2 to 3 judges, and they guide you. You know, you go in seriously, and then when you come out, they hand you your paper, and so they put everything you can improve on, and so ways to develop yourself. There's always room to improve, so it's really great. Yeah, and so we have student competitions. That's actually me doing one of the elevator pitches. I was really nervous at that pitch, so it was really a good experience to go off the bat. Yeah, and then we have a lot of workshops about leadership, about agriculture, technology, all these different areas that we feel like students need to learn about. Professional development workshops, so many things that you can learn from, and these are my favorite things to go to, because I always go with my notepad, and I always take all the notes I can, because I like to gather information from all leaders, so I can become implement all these different types of skills, things you learn, so it helps you. And yeah, so now talking about our national conference. Like I said, we have the regional conference, and then after regionals, which is usually around fall term, we wait till our national conference comes up in spring term. So they're kind of really gapped out. Our national conference, we gather all the regions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so you can imagine how big this conference is. This is one of the a picture from the stage that I believe this might be Kansas, our Kansas conference, which was I think 2 years ago. And then last year we were supposed to have it in Atlanta, but that got canceled because of COVID. So yeah, basically nationals is regionals in a bigger format, and there's a lot more, than the career fair. There's a lot more employers, looking for interns, and so many more things. Yeah. This is another picture. This is actually one of our past MANRRS members, Trisha. I think she's receiving an award for one of the events that we ranked on. Yeah. And then I wanted to show you a recap of one of the national conferences we attended, so you can see how it actually is in action. So. It was a very great opportunity to, expand my network. I met a lot of new people. I've actually been keeping in touch every time I go to these conferences. I met one friend my freshman year at the UC, no, not at the UC Davis, at a North Carolina conference, which was my freshman year. And then from there, we just kept in touch in LinkedIn, And so one time he asked me our last conference in Kansas, he asked me he was looking forward to coming to Oregon State or California to pursue one of his graduate studies. And so, you know, I just told him about the area. So, you know, that's like an example of how MANRRS, you know, is always in play. But yeah, that MANRRS is like one of the greatest programs I've ever been a part of. And, you know, I don't know where I would be without it throughout my college years. So I recommend, you know, looking into it, being a part of it, you know, and yeah, so that's kind of all I got. Let's see. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know if the office can add anything else.
Yeah, I would just add, you know, get involved sooner rather than later. I joined MANNRS my second to last year at the University of Kentucky, and I just, you know, it has really propelled me forward. Honestly, I got my first internship, professional internship through MANNRS. I studied abroad through MANNRS for the first time. I was able to be afforded graduate school opportunities through MANNRS, which is why I'm at Oregon State now. And it all happened through MANNRS, through people I met at the conferences, you know, deans, department heads, advisors. So, yeah, I just say get involved sooner rather than later.